Grammar overview. A review of the tenses. The present tenses. Simple, continuous, perfect. The present simple function. The present simple is used 1. For permanent situations, she works in an office. 2. For repeated actions in the present, he often goes to the cinema, especially with adverbs of frequency. 3. For facts which are permanently true, the sun sets in the west. 4. For timetables and programs, the lesson starts at 9 o'clock. Present simple structure. The present simple takes an infinitive verb and we add s or s in the third person. I like, he likes, they watch, she watches. To form the negative, we add do not and in the third person does not. I do not like, he does not like. We usually use a contracted form when speaking. I don't like, he doesn't like. They don't watch, she doesn't watch. In the negative, the verb is always an infinitive. The present continuous function. The present continuous is used 1. For temporary situations, he's staying with friends at the moment. 2. For actions at or around the time of speaking, he's looking for a new job at the moment. 3. For fixed arrangements in the future, I'm going to London tomorrow, it's all arranged, I have already bought the tickets. The present continuous structure. The present continuous is formed with a verb. To be, I am, you are, he is, she is, etc. And we adding to the principal verb. He is going to London next week. In the negative, we add not. I am not, you are not, he is not, plus the ing. She is not going to London next week. We usually use a contracted form when speaking. I'm not, you aren't, he isn't, she isn't going to. The present perfect function. The present perfect is used 1. For actions which happened at an unstated time in the past. He has sold his car. When, we don't know. 2. For actions which started in the past and continue up to the present. She has lived in Telda for 10 years. She still does. 3. To express actions which have finished so recently that there is evidence in the present. He has just painted the room. The paint is still wet. The present perfect structure. The present perfect is formed with have plus the past participle. In the third person, we use has. I have been to London. I am back now. She has gone to London. She is not back yet. He's been in London for 2 days. He's still there. To form the negative, we add not and usually use a contracted form when speaking. I haven't, she hasn't been to London. The past tenses. Simple, continuous, perfect. The past simple. We use the past simple to talk about actions that started and finished in the past. Examples. I went to the cinema. I saw John in the high street. Peter had eggs for breakfast. Structure of the past simple. Regular verbs, are dead. Look, looked, clean, cleaned, wait, waited. Did. Verbs ending in y change y to id. Worry, worried, worried. The past participle takes the same form. Look, looked, looked. Irregular verbs. Eat, ate, eaten, buy, bought, bought. Swim, swam, swum, take, took, taken. The past continuous function. We use the past continuous 1. For an action that was in the middle of happening at a stated time in the past. She was watching TV at 8 o'clock last night. 2. For 2 or more actions which were happening at the same time in the past. They were cleaning while he was painting. 3. For a past action which was in progress when another action interrupted it. Past continuous for the interrupted action and past simple for the action which interrupts it. She was watching TV when the telephone rang. Past continuous structure. The past continuous is formed with a verb. To be in the past tense. Was, were. Plus an infinitive verb plus ing. Examples. He was running. They were cooking at 8 o'clock last night. Tim was studying when John walked in. The past perfect function. We use the past perfect, 1, for a past action which happened before another past action. They had already gone when I arrived home. 2, for an action which happened before a stated time in the past. She had cleaned the house by 4 o'clock. 3, as the past equivalent of the present perfect. She isn't in her office. She has already left. She wasn't in her office. She had already left. The past perfect structure. We form the past perfect with had plus the past participle. She had eaten lunch. They had cleaned the house. We form the negative with had not. She had not eaten lunch. They had not. When we speak, we use the contracted form. She hadn't eaten lunch. They hadn't cleaned the house. Past perfect continuous function. The past perfect continuous is used 1, for an action continuing up to a specific time in the past. He had been waiting for an hour before she arrived. 2, for a continuous past action which had visible results or effect in the past. He was tired. He had been painting his room all morning. You can see the fatigue, and the paint is not dry yet. 3, as the past equivalent of the present perfect continuous. Past perfect continuous structure. We form the past perfect continuous with had been plus the infinitive verb plus ing. She had been shopping. They had been fishing. In reality, it is the past equivalent of the present perfect continuous. Present. He is tired. He has been working hard. Past. He was tired. He had been working hard. Present continuous with a future time. The future tenses. Will. Going to. Present continuous with a future time, the will future. The will future is used, 1, to express on-the-spot decisions. It's cold. I'll close the window. 2, to express predictions, promises etc. I think it will rain tomorrow. 3, when it is not certain that something will happen, it is really a prediction/possibility. If he comes early, we will go to the theater. The will future. We use the will future to express warnings, predictions, offers, promises, threats, requests, suggestions, opinions, hopes and fears, especially with words such as think, expect, suppose, hope, believe, know, probably etc. Notice, we use the infinitive form of the verb, I will buy a new shirt. I will close the window. It's very cold. Will and shall. Note, shall is used with I and we in questions, suggestions and offers. Question. What shall we do tonight? Let's go to the cinema. Offer. Shall I open the window? Yes, it's hot in here. Suggestion. Shall we go to the beach? Yes, good idea. We can use this structure when we want someone else to make the decision. The going to future. The going to future is used 1, to express things already decided in the future. She is going to fly to Madrid tomorrow. 2, to express intention. He likes acting. He is going to be an actor. 3, when there is evidence that something will definitely happen. Watch out. You're going to hit your head. Structure. We use the verb to be plus going to plus the infinitive form of the verb. Future with the present continuous. We can also use the present continuous tense to express the future, but we must remember give a future time as a reference. He's going to Madrid this afternoon. She's visiting her parents next week. Examples. They're washing the car. Now, at this moment, they're washing the car on Friday. Future. They're going to wash the car on Friday.